You've all arrived. Welcome to Littleton High School Drama's production of Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella. Before we begin, let me remind you of a few things about French etiquette. First, all phones must be turned off. There are no phones in this world, and therefore yours must also be turned off. This will also prevent flash photography, which is not allowed. Second of all, in the case of a royal emergency, you can exit through the doors you entered in or through the door up front here. See the sign? What else? What else? Oh, yes. The cast will be making use of this aisle, so just be wary if you decide to get up during the show. There will also be a 15-minute intermission, during which the drama boosters will be selling concessions in the lobby. However, food and drink are not allowed in the theater, except for water, so please consume all concessions outside. That should be all you need to know. Have a wonderful time!
important with my life.
Not that self-worth again, Prince Topher?
It all just comes too easily.
The fact remains, sire, you will be king very soon.
When your sainted mother and father sadly passed away and left you in my charge, I promised them that I would do my best to run this country until you came of age, at which time you would take your reign.
I know, Sebastian, I know. And I guess I am ready to be a king. The thing of it is, I just don't even know who I am yet.
Well, I'm sure that'll come to you eventually.
Until then, might I suggest faking it?
Really?
You won't be the first, and you wouldn't be the last.
To the castle? To the castle. Still, these questions nag me, nag. No, not you, Buttercup. I just wonder. Me, who am I? A far from perfect guy. A bum who wants to do what's right, but often does what's wrong. A kid whose voice is way off key, but loves to sing a song. A guy who dreams like a lion, but wakes up like a lamb. Me, who am I, but the guy I am. That's whom I.
Royal Highness, Christopher Rupert, Slayer of Dragons, Hitless to Ogres, Destroyer of Griffins and Giants, no friend to guard, Dragon Knight to the needy, Sportsman and poet, a guy who dreams like a lion, but wakes up like a lamb.
Me, who am I, but the guy I am.
Huzzah! He's our hero.
Oh, stop.
Such perfection.
That's very kind of you.
He's the kind of guy who we all like to be.
I really appreciate that.
What's the use of self-reflection?
Too much.
Church bells will ring when you are king. People will sing. There is no one quite like me. Royal Highness,
Who am
Christopher Rupert,
I? A far
Slayer
from
of Dragons,
perfect guy. A jerk who wants to do what's right, but often does what's wrong. A trick whose voice is way off key, but loves to sing a song. A guy who dreams like a lion, but wakes up like a lamb.
sailor of the ocean.
Who am I, but the guy
Now
I
leave, be the
am.
prince.
The
guy. He's not plain and simple, complicated, fascinating guy. What a guy! Ha!
You there, impoverished person, fetch us some water.
Yes, sir.
Don't talk to her that way. How do you know she's poor?
Are you kidding her? Me, look at her, she's filthy.
You are, sire.
Thank you, young lady. That's very kind of you.
It's just water.
Give her some money.
Really?
Yes, it's charity. You have more things than she does, because she has no things. You will give her some of your things so that she does not have a revolution and take all of your things.
Spare change? Any spare change?
The second charities mentioned, out comes every layabout.
Here you are, old woman.
Thank you. Bless you, kind sir.
Ah! Be careful, your highness. Many of the very poor are known to carry weapons. Get back!
No! Good sirs, that is merely Crazy Marie. She lives in the woods and comes to town only to gather what others throw away. She is gentle in every way, sweet and delicate, but nuts.
She is harmless, I could tell. Sebastian, Lord Pickleton, sheathe your swords. You are a good friend to Marie. How lucky she is to have a true friend such as you. I wish I had a true friend.
I'm standing right here, your majesty.
Shall we journey on? Very well, Lord Pinkleton. Be well, young lady.
I don't want charity.
Take the coin then as a present, in admiration for a true friend in this world. Buttercup? Oh, here, sorry. A lot on my mind.
Thank you for saving my life, dear Ella. I shall return the favor.
I didn't do it to have a favor returned.
I have a shawl here that only has a few holes in it and smells of cabbage. You can wear it.
Not necessary. What a handsome man that was. So kind and generous.
That is but not a man. That is our own Prince Topher, the slayer of giants and dragons. He has just returned to us from university. He is to be crowned king.
That man, a world leader, but he appears to have a heart, mind, and soul. It can't be. Marie, you're crazy.
Yes, I am. But that does not change the fact that he is our own Prince Topher and he has returned to be our ruler. Look at your coin, dear.
Why, it is him. From the left. Such silly ears. And the crown doesn't help things. He should wear a floppy hat. Here, Marie, please take this coin. Buy yourself something warm to eat.
Why is it always the very poor who are the most generous? It breaks my heart.
Here's our John Michel. He will spout gibberish now and bore us.
Be nice. Good day, Jean-Michel.
And do you know why the poor are the kindest, Ella and Crazy Marie?
No, but I have a feeling you are about to be most forthcoming.
Because it is a corrupt system with a smashed moral compass.
You will forgive me if I just stagger about and mutter.
Today I shall be going alone to the castle to protest the corruption that rules our government. You must come with me.
Cinderella! That is Madame, Ella's stepmother.
I shall shout to the prince. You will have no choice but to listen.
Cinderella! You are in harm's way.
I have a vision for how this kingdom could be.
Cinderella, help me with my parcels this instant. Careful. Help me with my packages. Careful, careful. No one knows the extreme torture I am subjected to. Charlotte, Gabrielle, come, daughters, come.
We are here, Mama. We are exhausted being as beautiful as we look.
Cinderella, come help your stepsisters with their shrewd purchases. Into the house, daughters, the real ones.
Madame isn't always terrible. Sometimes she sleeps. Gabrielle, I've brought from university a book for you with pictures of people in other lands and how they live and govern. See, Norway, Italy, Japan. I've only ever mentioned my interest in these places in passing, and you brought me a whole book? Quit it, you! And 4 days from now, I would like to take you on a date. I'm organizing a soup kitchen, and we need someone to stir and ladle.
Gabrielle, do not talk to that man. We are teetering precariously between upper middle class and lower upper class. We cannot be seen with a revolutionary into this house at once.
Why do I care? Why do I try? I'll never be good enough for her. I shall take this book and burn it.
Why not give the book to dear Ella?
If it's quite all right, Jean-Michel, I would love to look at your book of how their countries live.
Then here, Ella, take it. I shall go off my own way and live my life alone. I'm a loner. You're coming with me, right?
Of course.
Good.
A book. It's been so long since I've owned something. Just me.
Cinderella, get in there and clean the kitchen.
I've just finished it.
Then prepare the dinner.
It's on the stove.
Then the bed.
Beds are turned down and your bed clothing is all laid out.
Well, where'd you get that book?
Jean-Michel just gave it to me.
So nice that people just give you gifts. Still Datty's little girl. What's this doing here?
That's my father's coat.
It's rags.
It's all I have to remember him by.
It's rags now. Clean the porch with these rags.
I'm as mild and as meek as a mouse. When I hear a command, I obey. But I know of a spot in my house where no one can stay. a cool and confident kind of air. Just as long as I stay in my own little corner, all alone in my own little chair. I can be whatever I want to be. I'm a thief in Calcutta. I'm a queen in Peru. I'm a mermaid dancing upon the seas. I'm a huntress on an African safari. It's a dangerous type of sport, and yet it's fun. In the night I sally forth to seek my quarry, and I find I forgot to bring my gun. I am lost in the jungle all alone and unarmed when I meet a lioness in her lair. Then I'm glad to be back in my own little corner, all alone in my own little chair. I can be whatever I want to be.
Just as long as I stay in my own little corner.
All alone
All
in
alone
my
in
own
my own little
chair.
Your Majesty, a list of the lords entreating thee.
A list of the lords entreating me with what?
105 requests.
That seems a lot.
I'll take this. Your most majestic highness, in honor of your upcoming coronation, we proclaim your kingdom a land of plenty and bounty. That's nice. Can I have your imprimatur on this other announcement?
Oh, right. What's it for?
Oh, it's rather complicated. Do you really want me to go into it?
Prince Topher, listen!
What was that?
You must take responsibility for your actions!
Who's that yelling from the other side of the moat?
The people are being treated unfairly by your government!
He seems upset.
Rabble-rouser! Ignore him. Now, I've created this new law which forbids any... Actually, if you give me the ring, it would save me the trip.
Shouldn't we listen to what he has to say? People were never upset with Mom and Dad, were they?
Your parents had the great fortune of being royalty in a time of plenty, but since their unfortunate demise, I have done my best to run this country. I've done my best to raise you in the finest schools.
Hello, I'm talking here!
We should invite him up for a talk.
Just ignore him, he'll go away.
I will not give up! If you won't listen, I'll shout this to the town square!
Shout this to the town square. Perhaps it's time for a distraction.
What kind of distraction?
A royal wedding.
Wow, and does that work?
Like a dream every time.
But who will get married?
You.
Well, that's just silly. I don't know any girls. I went to an all-boys school off in the woods and then attended an all-male university on an island. Why did you do that to me?
Why, for this happy day, my boy, I shall find you a bride. Oh, happy the day!
This is nonsense. How will you find me a bride?
We shall have a magnificent ball. Dancing!
What?
Yes, every eligible young woman in the country will attend, and as long as they can afford a suitable dress. That is a fantastic selection process right there. If you can't afford a nice dress, you got no business marrying a prince. Now, all the guests will be in masks. You will dance with every woman at the ball, and at the stroke of midnight, everyone will be unmasked, and you will have found your bride.
That's fast.
Oh, please. King and queen on the throne? I by your side, guiding your every decision. It's really a win-win.
How would any woman fall in love with me so quickly?
A valid question, which we will answer soon.
Now, Lord Pinkleton, I would like to make a pronouncement. An announcement!
His Royal Highness Christopher Rupert, Windermere, Vladimir, Carl Alexander, Francois Reginald, Lancelot
Herman.
Gregory James is giving a ball.
Sebastian, dancing? Can we talk about this, please?
Now is the time to act. No other time will do. Live and play your part, don't give away your heart, don't take what the world gives you. Now is the time to live. No other time is real. Yesterday is gone, tomorrow is a guess. Today you can see and feel. Tradespeople, tinkers, and fishmongers. I shout to the prince, but he ignores me. If he and Sebastian can take the lands from the very poor, it is only a matter of time before they take it away from all of us. Yeah! For you just can't wait to be served by fate on a silver plate or tray. Now is the time of your life, the time of your life is today.
The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball. Hear ye, a ball, and that's not all. The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball. Hear ye, His Royal Highness Christopher Rupert James is giving a ball.
He's giving a ball.
The prince is giving a ball.
The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball. Hello, I'm talking here. What? Now is the time to act. Giving a ball. No other time will do. The prince is giving a ball. A ball. Now is the time to live. No other time is.
The prince is giving a ball.
What? He's giving a ball. The prince is giving a. Ooh.
His Royal Highness Christopher Rupert, Windermere, Vladimir, Carl Alexander, Francois Reginald, Lancelot Herman, Gregory James is giving a ball.
The prince is giving a what?
The prince
is giving a ball. The prince is giving a
Majesty has this decree. To attend the ball, all one requires is an invitation and suitably fashionable attire. The prince shall pick a woman from the ball to be his bride. This means that anyone can be queen.
So will he want a taller girl? Or will he want a stronger girl? Or will he want a smaller girl? The prince is giving a ball. I wish I were a older girl. I wish I were a younger girl. The prince is giving a ball. I've wished a lot of things I don't wish anymore. But now I wish a lot of things I've never wished before. I wish I had, I wish I could, I wish
Fiddle-dee-faddle-dee-faddle. All the wishes in the world are poppycock and twaddle. The prince is giving a ball.
When you finish tightening delicate Charlotte's corset.
I can taste my lunch.
We must move on to Gabrielle's hair. It is beginning to look, I fear, like a Bavarian pretzel. Cinderella! Oh, I crack myself up. Her name is Ella, and she sits by the cinders of the fire. So I call her Cinderella. Why don't I have any friends?
Face it, Mama, you are well versed in the art of ridicule.
I do have a flair for it, don't I, actual daughters? Watch and learn. Cinderella, quick, get ready for the ball. You're gonna find a husband.
Am I?
Ridicule. Who caught it? I did.
That's terrible.
Everyone clear out of here while I get rid of this imbecile. What brand of idiot would... Why, Sebastian, what an unexpected delight.
Madame, I have but a moment. I invite you to hang on my every word.
Invitation accepted.
Tonight's ball will be in masks. The prince will be wearing I believe a white mask. And what color mask, pray tell, will your lovely daughter Gabrielle be wearing?
Why, pink.
If the pink mask is anything like the white mask, I believe the pink mask and the white mask should fall in love.
Are you implying what I'm inferring?
Your daughter is all part of my master plan.
You are brilliant.
You are perceptive. I shall see you at the ball, my dear. Tonight, we shall make it so.
Charlotte, Gabrielle, come, daughters, come. Oh, Gabrielle, look at you. Oh, and Charlotte too. But really look at Gabrielle. Cinderella, fetch the orange box. From Venice, a piece of glass spun to perfection, more valuable than diamonds. Each of us shall wear a tiny piece of this hand-blown Venetian glass. Allow me to place this tiny bauble around the neck of my beautiful Gabrielle. Allow me to place this tiny bauble around the neck of my courageous Charlotte. Oh, who can that be? It must be good news.
Oh, good evening, Madame. Gabrielle? Please forgive me for interrupting your romantic evening, but for the ball tonight, I thought you might desire to take these wildflowers. I've picked them myself. Thank you, Jean-Michel. They're beautiful. And to Madame, the mother of the most beautiful girl in all God's creation.
Get out of my house!
Would you perhaps consider...
Leave and take your simple pleasures with you.
Don't be mean. That was so nice.
No. There are plans. Plans that do not include Mr. Soapbox.
But he means well, and I think he likes me.
Let me tell you about love, Miss Flowers in your hands and dreams in your head. I married your father for love. He died and I cried. Then I married Cinderella's father for money. He died and I got a house. Ball preparation. Double time. Cinderella, my shoes. Gabrielle, how do your sister's face? I can't see. Venetian glass. I'm hungry. Gabrielle, feed the baby. Cinderella, my cloak, coming with him. Expensive bracelet, necklace, hair. Then the prince we shall ensnare. off to the ball. Expensive bracelet, necklace, hair. Cinderella's not going anywhere. One of the flowers in that bouquet was a wild rose. Its thorn has scratched my lip. Yes, I'm bleeding. I should walk up to the prince, scratch his lip.
Oh, now.
Make him drink lemonade, oh, that will sting.
That's just cruel.
Enough of taking things as they are. Now is the time for us to march to the palace. The peasants, the tradespeople, and finally get the prince to listen to us, instead of having his fancy ball.
You should do that. You should march up to him and talk to him.
He won't listen to me. He uses his castle to hide from the truth. The only thing funnier is you going to the ball. That's right. Why don't you go to the ball and ask the prince if he's going to start noticing that the people are being evicted from the land? That's absurd.
Well, Michelle, I could go to the prince, and he might listen to me. And I think if I had a ball gown, I might look sort of nice. I am in the royal palace of all places, when I meet the finest prince you've ever seen, and the color on my two stepsisters' faces is a queer sort of sour apple green. I am coy and flirtatious when alone with the prince. I'm the belle of the ball in my own little corner, all alone in my own little
Fold-de-roll and fiddle-dee-dee. Fiddle-dee-faddle-dee-faddle. All the wishes in the world are poppycock and twaddle.
Oh, Crazy Marie, are you mocking me with your gibberish?
Yes, fold-de-roll and fiddle-dee-dee. Fiddle-dee-faddle-dee-foodle. All the dreamers in the world are dizzy in the noodle.
So what if I do have a dream to see the prince again, and tell him what life in his kingdom is really like, and what it could be?
Exactly. And then to have him fall in love with you.
No one will fall in love with me. Why do you come to visit me tonight?
I just knew I would find you in the same little chair, in the pale pink mist of a foolish dream.
I am being foolish.
Then be foolish with me. What would you dream of?
Why, an invitation to the ball, I guess.
Right here. There's an invitation.
What? But it's torn.
Don't wait for everything to be perfect. Just go. Now, what else would you dream of?
Oh, a white gown, I imagine. Beautiful white gown, sewn up with pearls and jewels, and a tiara of diamonds.
And on your feet?
Why, the most beautiful grosgrain pumps, I'd imagine.
No. Better. The Venetian glass that your stepmother so loves, and her trinkets and baubles, an entire pair of shoes made only of Venetian glass.
Oh, how silly. I'd be the envy of all, but how would I get to the ball?
Why, this pumpkin over here.
Yes?
I'll turn it into a golden carriage.
And horses.
Those mice, trapped in this cage.
And a fox is a footman. And a raccoon is a driver. Oh, you are crazy, Marie. Why, in order to do that, you'd have to be a fairy godmother. Marie! But you're a crazy woman. What are you doing in that beautiful gown?
You'd be surprised how many beautiful gowns have crazy women in them.
Are you really my fairy godmother?
But of course, my child. Actually, I'm everyone's fairy godmother. But you're the only one who's shown me charity, generosity, and kindness. And now, I must make all those dreams we joked about come true.
But that's so improbable, implausible.
Impossible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. Impossible for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. And four white mice will never be four white horses. Such folderol and fiddle-dee-dee of courses. Impossible. But the world is full of zanies and fools who don't believe in sensible rules and won't believe what sensible people say. And because these daft and dewy adults keep building up impossible hopes, impossible things are happening every day. Impossible, 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 impossible.
But if you could be a beggar woman not 5 minutes ago, and now are my fairy godmother, then anything is possible, right?
I suppose so.
Then you could change it all. You could make it all happen.
No, but you could change it. You could make it all happen.
Never. I couldn't.
You're right. It's all just so impossible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. Impossible for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. And four white mice will never be four white horses. Such folderol and fiddle-dee-dee of courses. Impossible. But the world is full of zanies and fools who don't believe in sensible rules and won't believe what sensible people say. And because these daft and dewy adults keep building up impossible hopes, impossible things are happening every day.
Gown in all the land.
And, as promised in our laughter, glass slippers. Now, Cinderella, I must warn you. All of this magic is very powerful, but it will end at midnight tonight. Now go to the ball in the name of every girl who has ever wished to go to a ball in a beautiful dress. In the name of every girl who has ever wanted to change the world she lived in. Go with the promise of possibility.
Possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carrot. It's possible for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. And four white mice are easily turned to horses. Such foldy-roll and fiddle-dee-dee, of course, is quite possible. For the world is full of zanies and fools who don't believe in sensible rules and won't believe what sensible people say. And because these daft and dewy-eyed dopes keep building up impossible hopes, the impossible things are happening every day. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's
Only 200 women to go, sire.
Which one is which?
Duh, the prince. Which is the prince? I mean, come on, what do you think I'm here for? The free food?
Well, a good time? A dance, perhaps?
Wrong answer. I'm marrying royalty on my mind. So which one is he?
Well, maybe it's me.
Not likely. You're no prince. You're ordinary.
What makes you think I'm ordinary?
We're doing a gavotte, and you can't even keep the beat. When we get to the waltz, you will trip over your 2 left feet and fall on your flat little bottom. End of discussion.
Hope to talk to you later.
I've moved on.
How do you do?
How do you do?
A lovely dance, isn't it? I hope my dancing is all right.
Your dancing's absolutely princely. I let that slip out.
Ah, so you know.
I would know a wise and handsome prince anywhere.
The last girl did not know.
Ugh! You're kidding! Well, thanks for the heads up!
I think she knows now.
Well,
So,
what can you tell me about yourself?
what would it please you to know, Your Highness?
What are your interests?
Whatever your interests are, Your Highness.
Okay, creepy.
Your Majestic Highness, just because I was playing hard to get doesn't mean I'm hard to get!
Really creepy. Sebastian, I can't do this anymore. I'm sorry.
It's the prince! Ah! Oh my god! He's so
What happened to the nice girl?
Oh, come over here. We're playing ridicule now. You get to be judge. I'll tell you how it works. These two circles spin, and then when the music stops, two people come out and try to out-ridicule each other. Best insult wins. Now, Your Majesty, let's find you a bride.
Bum diddy bum 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 diddy bum bum.
1 and 2 and 3.
Oh, my dear, I do love your dress. No matter how many times I see it. Why, I remember when that dress first came into fashion. I was just a young girl, you see. It was
Please do not speak of your childhood, as I have not brought along a copy of the Old Testament to follow along.
What do you even call that?
Oh, it's awfully sophisticated.
That just seems like cruelty.
Sophistication, cruelty, there is a slight difference there, but I can never remember what it is.
I'm not quite sure I want to play this game.
Ah, here we have another round at the ready.
Bum diddy bum 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 diddy bum bum.
1 and 2 and 3.
Age before beauty. You first, dear.
You have such a beautiful speaking voice. Have you ever considered reciting poetry?
Say it. Do it. The anticipation is killing me. Do the ridicule. Why do you say that?
No reason. I just really like your speaking voice. And I just think you would sound really wonderful reciting a poem. And I also like the feather in your hair. It's a lovely color for you.
Why are you doing this to me?
What is this bewitchery you practice?
It's just kindness.
Kindness?
Oh, yes. Kindness is practiced now in all the great courts. Ridicule isn't done anywhere anymore. It's all kindness now. Even in the French courts.
Kindness.
Yes. You know, compassion.
Who are you, you strange woman?
I don't know, but she's very, very wealthy indeed. And won't you look at her shoes? Made of Venetian glass. My resentment is all consuming.
Kindness. You must all try it.
I'm good.
I'll be the first. Kindness. Isn't it wonderful to have a pleasant young lady such as yourself in our court?
Thank you. And it's an honor to be this wonderful party you were throwing.
It's like every time they speak, a part of me dies.
This room is filled with the loveliest woman I've ever seen.
I just saw they have vanilla cake on the buffet. I love vanilla cake. Thank you to whoever made it. The court is full of warmth and laughter.
It reminds me of the reign of Prince Topher's parents.
May his reign be continuous to theirs.
Those were glorious days.
But so are these.
And look at all of our excellent guests.
Thank you. You are so kind. You make me wish I were a better person. But there's something familiar about you. What could that be?
I admire how you've changed everything around, and yet I feel so comfortable with you, as if we've met before. "10 minutes ago I saw you. I looked up when you came through the door. My head started reeling, you gave me the feeling the room had no ceiling or floor. 10 minutes ago I met you, and we murmured our how do you do's. I wanted to ring out the bells and fling out my arms and to sing out the news. I have found her, she's an angel, with the dust of the stars in her eyes. We are dancing, we are flying, and she's taking me back to the skies. In the arms of my love I'm flying, over mountain and meadow and glen. And I like it so well that for all I can tell I may never come down again." I'm sorry to be so effusive. I've just met you. I'm not usually this way with someone I've just met. Events like this, I just feel like, what am I doing here?
I feel the same.
Like such a phony.
So do I.
You do?
Yes.
Me too. My name is...
Topher. Short for Christopher. Yes, I know.
Have we met before?
Yes. And we're seeing each other for the first time right now. I met you, and we murmured our how do you do's. I wanted to ring out the bells and fling out my arms and to sing out the news. I have found him, I have
How do you do?
I wanted to ring up the bells and fling up my arms and to sing out the news.
I have found
an angel with the dust of the stars in her eyes. We are dancing, we are flying,
and she's taking me back to the sky.
in the arms of my love. I'm flying over there, and I like it so well that for all I can tell, I may never come down. Never come down, may never come down, I may never come down to earth again. I have to go.
But I've just found you.
I don't want to go, but I must.
Don't go.
Prince Topher, there's something I must tell you. You need to open your eyes to what's happening in your kingdom. The poor are having their land taken away. You must help them, you must.
I don't think that's kind. How can you say that's kindness?
This is all so wonderful. You are so wonderful. But I have to go.
Wait, young lady, where are you going? Wait, stop!
Your Majesty! Your Majesty!
Charlotte!
Your Highness!
Wait! I don't even know your name! Put it under. Wait! I don't even know your name! She has run off. The lady, we must find her. She left in a golden carriage. After her!
Madame, we will take your carriage.
We haven't the room.
Leave one of your daughters behind then.
After her! She is my destiny!
But no, seriously, what just happened? Seriously. Why would a fellow want a girl like her, a frail and fluffy beauty? Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a solid girl like me? She's a frothy little bubble with a flimsy kind of charm, and with very little trouble I could break her little arm. Ow! Why would a fellow want a girl girl like her, so obviously unusual. Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a usual girl like me?
Her cheeks are a pretty shade of pink,
but not any pinker than a rose's.
Her skin may be delicate and soft,
but not any softer than a dove's.
her neck is no longer than a swan.
She's only as dainty as a daisy. She's only as graceful as a bird. So why is the fellow going crazy? Oh, why would a fellow want a girl like her? A girl who's merely lovely. Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a girl who's merely me? What's the matter with the man? What's the matter with the man? What's the matter with the man?
Oh, and the footwear is falling from the sky.
It's gone. The golden carriage is taking a shortcut right through the forest. Gentlemen, lanterns. We must find her if it's the last thing we do. She is my lady.
This way. Sorry. Thank you.
All right, ladies.
Yes, he's witty, so disarming, and I really like the way he holds the room. Clever, cunning, ever charming. How do I make him see I'm special?
Aww.
It's a pity.
It's a pity.
I'm as pretty.
I'm as pretty, plus I've got the patience of a perfect saint. So I'm waiting, always waiting. Nevertheless, I am a mess.
Loosen my dress. Help me, I'm starting to.
Why would a fellow want a girl like her? A girl who isn't dizzy. Why can't a fellow ever once prefer
A high-strung girl like me. Her cheeks are a pretty shade of pink.
What's the matter with
but
the
not
man?
bigger than a rose.
What's the matter
Her
with the
skin may be
man?
delicate and soft.
What's the matter with
but
the
not
man?
any softer than a dose's. Her neck is no longer than a swan.
What's the matter with
She's
the
only
man?
as dainty as a daisy.
What's the matter with
She's
the man?
only as graceful as a bird.
What's the matter
So
with the
why is a fellow going crazy? Oh, why would a fellow want a girl like her? A girl who's merely lovely. Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a girl who's merely me?
What's the matter with the man? What's the matter with the man? What's the matter with the man?
What's the matter with the other?
What's the matter with the man? What's the matter with the man? What's the matter with the man?
What's the matter with the man?
Your Majesty, Your Majesty. Lord Pinkleton, where is she? There are reports along the eastern road of a golden carriage. 10 minutes ago, I held her.
Your Majesty, we saw the carriage. And this I cannot explain. It simply flew into the mist.
Impossible, I know.
Impossible? Then we shall do the impossible. 10 minutes ago, we were dancing in the palace of all places, and her gown was like a cloud of snowy white. How the moonlight shone its beams upon our faces, till she vanished like a phantom in the night. I just know I will find you, you're the girl of my dreams, and the thrill is more than my heart can bear.
Look, a carriage!
That's it! That's the one! After her!
very tall, and his eyes were clear and blue. He was slim, very slim, in his coat of snowy hue. When he walked across the ballroom floor, he was like a thing divine. All the ladies turned their heads, and naturally I turned mine. The chandeliers were shooting stars, the drums and horns and soft guitars were sounding more like nightingales. The window curtains blew like sails, and I was floating just above the floor, feeling slightly taller than before. He was tall, very tall.
When I left this house in my carriage, I was quite convinced that my daughter was going to be queen, and I would never have to come back here to this. And now, well, I'm back here to this.
Was the ball a disappointment, Madame?
The prince, despite his being well born and raised with great care by our Lord Protector, showed the most appalling manners. Appalling! He spent the whole evening dancing and talking with some little nobody.
How did Charlotte and Gabrielle take that?
Well,
The prince has fallen head over heels for someone else. If he keeps this up, I may not want to go out with him.
what is going on in His Royal Highness's thick skull?
The way he looked at her. With respect. I hope no man ever looks at me that way.
If that woman had any morality or sense of what's right in this world, she wouldn't have showed up at the ball at all.
But can you imagine how she must have felt tonight? Arriving at the ball and meeting the man of her dreams.
I cannot, for my mind has no place in that puerile rank.
I can imagine it, I think.
I can imagine it.
I can imagine it, and I have no imagination.
When you're driving through the moonlight on the highway, when you're driving through the moonlight to the dance, you are breathless with the wild anticipation of adventure and excitement and romance. Then at last you see the towers of the palace silhouetted on the sky above the park, and below them is a row of lighted windows like a lovely diamond necklace in the dark. It looks that way, the way you say. She talks as if she knows. I do not know, these things are so. I only just suppose. I suppose that when you come into the ballroom and the room itself is floating in the air, if you're suddenly confronted by His Highness, you are frozen like a statue on the stair. You're afraid he'll hear the way your heart is beating, and you know you mustn't make the first advance. You are seriously thinking of retreating. Then you seem to hear him asking you to dance. You make a bow, a timid bow, and shyly answer yes. How would you know these things are so? I do no more than guess. You can guess till you're blue in the face, but you can't even picture such a such a man. He's tall and straight as ants, and his hair's dark and wavy. His eyes can melt you with a glance. He can turn a girl to gravy. I can imagine it.
I can imagine it too. This isn't my sinus condition. It's me imagining it.
I'm throwing caution to the wind. I'm imagining it as well.
And I can imagine what that girl would be feeling when dancing with the prince. A lovely night, a lovely night, a finer night you know you'll never see. You meet your prince, a charming prince, as charming as a prince will ever be. The stars in a hazy heaven tremble above you while he is whispering, "Darling, I love you." You say goodbye, away you fly, but on your lips he'll keep a kiss. All your life you'll dream of this lovely, lovely night.
Charlotte, play pianoforte.
Yes!
Okay, but it's not going to be good. A lovely night, a lovely night, a finer night you know you'll never see. La 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 la. You meet your prince,
A charming prince, as charming as a prince will ever be.
La 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 la.
The stars in a hazy heaven tremble above you while he is whispering, "Darling, I love you." You say goodbye, away you fly, but on your lips you'll keep a kiss. All your life you'll dream of this lovely, lovely night. The stars in a hazy heaven tremble above you while he is whispering, "Darling, I love you." You say goodbye, away you fly, but on your lips you'll keep a kiss. All your life you'll dream of this lovely, 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 lovely night.
Isn't it wonderful how the needy just keep on going? Get up. Put away the, I don't know, whatever you call it. The only thing I have to comfort me after this disastrous evening is that the prince seemed so completely devastated when his dream mate left him.
Oh, it was hilarious. The powder room was full of yammering when we were leaving. Why do you think the girl ran away? My feeling is that, up close, the girl was physically unappealing.
To bed, lovely daughters. Cinderella, you stay here and clean up this pigsty of a parlor. Also, why is there a pumpkin on the table? It makes no design sense.
Is there anything else you'd like to know, Ella?
No, it sounds like a really marvelous ball. I only wish I could have been there.
How did you know all that happened this evening?
I just supposed it, imagined it, had a vision.
Interesting. Quick, how many fingers?
2?
3. Fascinating. Where are your visions now?
You're being silly. You're just picking on me because I said the prince was wearing a white jacket.
You didn't say that, and he was. Something's going on here.
You're being absurd, more than usual.
Let me help you
And
with the chores. Your hands are rough and calloused, like the hand of the woman I shook tonight, who danced with the prince.
I don't know, but
It was you, wasn't it?
It was you! How did you dance in glass shoes?
You won't tell the others, will you, Madame and Charlotte?
No, never.
Are you mad at me that I stole the prince from you?
I'll confess a secret. I never loved the prince, or even liked him. There's someone else I want.
Well, how wonderful for you! Who is it?
Well, Madame hates him.
Madame hating him doesn't narrow the field. Who is it?
If I promise to keep your secret of the prince, will you keep the secret of my forbidden love?
I can. And I will.
It's Jean-Michel, the firebrand.
He's a good man, and seems angry for all the right reasons.
He wants to change the world and make it a better place. You gotta love a guy for that.
You may one day win Jean-Michel, but I will never win Prince Topher. If he saw who I truly was, he'd have no interest in me.
That's not true. He'd love you for who you are.
I don't see how.
Well, if Madame ever saw me with Jean-Michel, why, I'd shudder to think what she would do. Do you promise you can keep my secret?
I can. And you can keep mine. We shall have a secret that will make us
co-conspirators.
Friends.
Sisters.
May we both find our loves.
And our lives. The stars in a hazy heaven, trembling above me,
danced when he promised always to love me.
The day came through,
away I flew, but on my lips he left a kiss.
All my life I'll dream of this.
Love me.
I wake in the loneliness of sunrise, when the deep purple heaven turns blue, and start to pray as I pray each day, that I'll hear some word from you. I lie in the loneliness of evening, looking out on a silver flaked sea, and ask the moon, oh how soon will my love come home to me? I have found her. She's my angel, with the dust of the stars in her eyes.
We are
dancing and flying, and she's taking me back to the skies. I lie in the loneliness of evening, looking out on a silver flake sea, and ask the moon, oh how soon will my love come home to me? Will my love come home to me?
Honestly, sire, 3 endless nights of searching, and here we are at 4 o'clock in the morning, and you found nothing. I swear it's like you're testing my good nature. The second that woman in white ran off, which we all must admit seems to imply she had some extensive record with the police, the second she was gone, you didn't want to dance with any of the other girls.
Sebastian, are there poor people in this kingdom who've had their land taken from them?
If there were, I would have told you.
Do they need our help?
Everyone donated joyfully. Ignore this talk. Where did you get it?
The girl.
I'm starting to think she is not to be trusted.
In any case, sire, will you please come back to the palace? The work is piling up.
No, something isn't right.
As you say. I'll need the ring then, Your Majesty.
Right. What are you stamping this time?
Oh, it's nothing worth troubling your beautiful mind over.
Let me read it.
I should explain before we...
I'll read this on my own.
Well, maybe we should go back to the castle.
I'm reading this now, thank you.
But maybe...
That will be all, Sebastian.
Perhaps...
I'll ask you if I need anything explained.
Okay.
Oh, no. Sebastian!
Sire, I could explain...
How could you do this in my name?
I am maintaining this life for you. Without my watchful eye, you should be a pauper. Do you want that?
I want that girl, the one who talked to me. I want to talk to that girl.
A troublemaker!
We're having another ball, a banquet, and she'll come to that.
She won't show. She won't show. This is lunacy.
She will come. We're having a banquet tonight, and you're inviting everyone in the kingdom.
Don't you forget who you're talking to!
And don't you forget who you're talking to. Now we're having a banquet tonight, and I'm finding that girl.
As you wish, sire.
She won't come. You don't even know her name. If she really thought you were really about her high ideals, she would have stayed, wouldn't she?
A banquet.
The prince is looking dreamy-eyed. He has since giving the ball. And still he wants to find his bride, the one he lost at the ball. So spread the word throughout the land. The prince is throwing a banquet.
Hear ye! Hear ye!
It is his wish that the woman he met at the ball will attend.
As for the rest of us, well, what can I say? There's gonna be a ham. I don't know, so talk about it.
Hear ye! Hear ye!
And of course, I want to keep an eye on every woman who attends this banquet. I'm not giving up control this time. Now go, spread the word!
Hear ye! His Royal Highness Christopher Rupert James is giving a banquet tonight. Invitation only.
A banquet? Tonight? Cinderella? Where are you? Cinderella, where can you be?
His Royal Highness Christopher Rupert, dopey and dreamy, I can't find his lady, hoping to see her, asking where is she?
Cinderella, where is she?
Gregory James is giving
a banquet? A banquet? How can the prince do this? It seems cruelty beyond measure. 2 significant social events in 1 week. Now granted, I've never looked lovelier, but my physical perfection comes at a price. Gloves, that's what it was. Cinderella, where are my gloves?
Ella, don't tell Madame you have the gloves just yet. Yes, I know she'll be abusive later, but this shall be worth it, I promise. I'm going to be sick.
Oh, would you like some?
I'm not actually sick. I'm pretending. Like how Charlotte would pretend to get out of things she didn't like the 3rd and 4th grades. I'm going to be sick as we are leaving for the carriage. Madame and Charlotte will leave without me, and then I will change into my regular clothes and meet my secret crush, Jean-Michel. We are going to the soup kitchen.
Soup kitchen?
I get to ladle. You heard me. And what shall happen to this beautiful dress in my invitation? I shall loan them both to you. You shall go in my stead, and then you'll meet the prince and fall in love and get married and exact revenge on Madame and try to keep Jean-Michel out of the stockade. Oh, tra-la, the way my mind works.
Cinderella, I can't find my gloves!
And don't worry about Madame. She doesn't pay attention to anyone but herself.
Your gloves are right here, Madame.
Well, why didn't you tell me that you had them, foolish child? Charlotte, make haste, child. Those shoes are delicate and dainty. My feet burn with the heat of 100 suns. Ooh. The carriage awaits.
Oh, Madame! My stomach hurts! Must have been something I ate.
No, this can't prevent me from going to the banquet.
Go! Go without me! Let Charlotte steal the prince from that homely girl from the ball! Go! Let Charlotte become queen!
I think I can make that work. Well, I shall do this battle with half my troops. Cinderella, fetch the physician. If Gabrielle is better, send her to the castle immediately. Gabrielle, get better. Keep your invitation.
Thank you, Mama. I'll come if I feel...
No, not on the dress. Oh. Charlotte, the carriage awaits. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Okay. I'm gonna go get dressed. You, knock on the door. It knocks back. Then open it.
Hello, Ella.
Well, hello, John Michel.
I am sick of hiding in the shadows like a fearful person.
Would you rather see Madame?
Hiding is nice.
How are you this evening?
I'm going out with Gabrielle and I'm wound up like a tick. Tonight, she and I will go to the greengrocer and beg him for whatever scraps he might have. Then we shall slave over a hot stove and serve a meal to the very poorest. After that, we shall march to the palace steps and I shall speak with the prince. Oh, I do hope she's not expecting this much fun every night.
Good evening, Jean-Michel.
Gabrielle, I much prefer you in this simple attire. You no longer look like a carnival attraction.
You say such sweet things to me all day long. And what of the soup kitchen?
Well, our first responsibility is to the poor. Then we shall march to the palace steps and I shall speak with the prince. I only have one thing to worry about.
What's that?
That he'll even speak to me.
Well, Ella might be able to help with that. She's spoken to the prince.
What? Ella spoke to the prince?
She went to the ball. They talked about how to fix the kingdom.
The world is upside down. But don't you know what this means? If Ella really spoke to the prince, then that means that I can talk to him and he'll be open to my suggestions. Oh, what do you call this feeling I have?
Optimism.
Optimism. I have to do this more often.
You can march up to the prince and talk to him.
I can march up to the prince and talk to him.
You could be a leader.
I can be a leader.
You could be my boyfriend.
I can be your boyfriend. Whoa, what are you doing? This looks very counter-revolutionary.
I like the man who wants to change the world, but I also like the man who brought me flowers.
Who brought you flowers? Oh, I did. No, I couldn't.
But you just said so. Optimism.
Optimism?
Let yourself go.
I can be your boyfriend?
Yes!
Yes! Am I your boyfriend?
Yes!
So that's how it is.
Mother!
My own daughter, my own flesh and blood deceiving me with someone so decidedly unsuitable. I had plans for you, Gabrielle, and this is how you show your gratitude?
All dressed up and ready for court. How do I
And
look?
you think you can go to court wearing a beautiful gown? I never loved your father, and you've been a nuisance to me since the day he died. You should be in rags. Mother, stop! Worn out rags, that's all you deserve. And you're not my daughter. Leave! To the devil with you! I'll decide what to do with you later. Why did you have to make me doubt myself? I was doing so well. Ella, sweet child, hurry. You shall be late for the banquet.
No, look, everything is ruined.
Hurry! The prince needs you. He wants you.
No, I can't.
Why do you think he's having the second event tonight? To try to find you.
Every time I take a step forward, Madame pushes me back. The prince would never love me if he saw me as I truly am. I can't keep fighting.
If you have a dream, then very soon thereafter, you're going to have to fight for it. Why, how else would you know the dream is yours?
But my life.
Exactly. It is your life. beyond the voice that keeps insisting no. There is something more than doubting, breaking through the darkness, something that sets your world aglow. Someone wants you, you know who. Now you're living, there's music in you. Now you're hearing something new. Someone playing the music in you. Now you're living, you know why. Now there's nothing you won't try. Move a mountain, light the sky, make a wish come true. There is music in you.
But I can't go to the banquet. My clothing is in tatters. It's all I have.
Yes. Perhaps we need even more tatters. More rags, rags, rags. Rags, rags, rags. Tatters and shatters and bags. Make the new from old. Tatters that matter and rags. Spin them into gold. Now, place these rags in your bag. And remember, the magic is gone at midnight.
Yes, the magic is gone at midnight. Is there anything else?
Well, the glass slippers are already upon your feet, and oh yes, this book that John Michel gave you about the world. Now you only have the entire world to help you. Now you can go wherever you want to go. Now you can do whatever you want to do. Now you can be whatever you want to be. And
reception.
Your Majestic Highness, I believe all the guests have arrived. It's time for the banquet.
I'm waiting for her. She has to come.
Very well, sire. Be warned. This group is a pack of gossips, so hurry it along if I were you.
Prince Topher,
You're here.
I'm sorry I'm late. I'm so glad.
I knew if I had a banquet you would come.
And I'm sorry I ran away.
And you're even more beautiful than I remembered.
Did you really have this banquet just for me?
I would have 100 banquets to find you.
Really? And that thing you said about me being more beautiful than you remembered, that's real too?
Yes, of course.
Wow. What do you know about that?
I've been thinking about you, and I've been thinking of what you were saying about the people having their homes taken away. The court tells me I should just ignore such talk,
But you know that if you're going to be king, you have to pay attention to the things that people tell you to ignore.
Yes, I want to meet all of my people, not only the ones that Sebastian lets me see. I just don't know how. It's impossible.
Oh, it's going to be more possible than you can even imagine. My friend Jean-Michel and my sister Gabrielle are headed here right now with some of your people.
To talk to me? But if things are as bad as you say they are, then they'll be angry with me.
I think if you can do battle with a giant or a dragon, you can handle a person who just wants to talk to you.
Okay, you're good.
Just be yourself. They'll see the man that I see. They're coming.
Wait, what's your name?
Just trust me, because I'm your one true friend. Friends, come meet Prince Topher. Just don't say my name.
I won't say your name. I won't even ask where you got the gold dress.
Are you all right?
Yes, Jean-Michel is a wonderful man with a lot of great ideas.
No, it's nice to meet you.
And Gabrielle, my sister. And this is Yvonne and her baby.
I see the resemblance.
This is Sam. It is an honor to meet you.
It is an honor to meet you.
Hey, this prince is all right.
Okay, I'm holding the baby.
Prince Topher, Jean-Michel has something he'd like to say to you.
These people have had their homes and property taken from them. I've said this before, but now I know what it's like to have someone you love lose their home. We need your help. We need to have our voices heard. For you just can't wait to be served by fate on a silver plate or a tray. Now is the time of your life, the time of your life is today.
Yes, I see, and trust me, I too know what it's like to be overlooked. I want to help you, but how?
Fold-it, roll-in, fiddle-dee-dee, fiddle-dee-faddle-dee-fumble. All the dreams in all the world go whoops, and out they tumble.
Of course, it's here.
What's here?
Do you know it?
I read it at university.
Look, chapter 2.
Of course, chapter 2.
Chapter 2, I didn't get that far.
Yes, chapter 2, I should have known. People, I think I have a plan.
I knew you would.
Long live Prince Topher!
Prince Topher, what are you doing out here with these ragamuffins?
Sebastian, you said no one needed my help. What do you call these people?
From the retired assumed artists?
We demand to have our voices heard. Yeah!
A beheading would not be out of place here.
Yes, all the people must be heard. That's a very good idea. Now, there is a way for all to be seen and heard. It's in this book. In 1 month, let's all vote for a new job. I shall create the post of Prime Minister, someone who will counsel me. I nominate our current Lord Protector, Sebastian.
Well, thank you. Oh my, this is an immense honor. I couldn't possibly. Oh, sire, I am not worthy.
And I also nominate this man, Jean-Michel.
What?
Let the people decide. The way things are or the way things could be. And everyone, rich or poor, only gets one vote.
One person, one vote. Where's the fun in that?
People, in 1 month I give you an election.
What a guy! He's a plain and simple, complicated, fascinating.
All right, good idea. And now everyone, rich and poor, into the castle for a free banquet.
All right.
You did it. I knew you could.
I did do it, and I think I know who I am now.
You're smiling. I've seen you smile before, but never like that.
I know the king that I can be. Just, fair, kind-hearted. I found myself, and you showed me the way.
You seem so sure of yourself, so sure of everything.
I feel like I can answer any question that gets thrown at me.
You can.
With you, I can. There's only one question I don't have the answer for. Do I love you because you're beautiful? Or are you beautiful because I love you? Am I making believe I see in you a girl too lovely to be really true? Do I want you because you're wonderful? Or are you wonderful because I want you? Are you the sweet invention of a lover's dream? Or are you really as beautiful as you seem?
Am I making believe I see in you a man too perfect to be really true? Do I want you because you're wonderful? Or are you wonderful because I want you?
Are you the sweet invention of a lover's dream? Or are you really as wonderful as you And now I feel we can really change the world, you and I.
To the banquet.
To the banquet.
What time is it?
Only midnight, why?
Midnight. I have to go.
Again? Why?
I must go.
How can you leave me? Why do you leave?
If you knew who I really was, you'd never love me.
Don't leave me. Wait, guards, anyone help! Stop! Someone stop her! Aha.
Hear ye! Hear ye! 8 o'clock and all is well. Another great day in the kingdom. In 1 month we'll have our first free election for the position of Prime Minister of the land. The candidates are Jean-Michel and our current Lord Protector Sebastian. But tomorrow, all women come to the palace and try on the glass slipper. Whosoever it fits shall be queen. This is the most exciting news cycle I've ever shouted. Be back at 11 with local weather and sports. Hear ye! Hear ye! The prince intends to search until he finds the girl who fits the bill. Well, not the bill, the shoe, I mean a shoe to fit the queen. The shoe does not fit.
The shoe does not fit.
We're going to find that girl. If the shoe is made of glass, it can only fit one person. I mean, that's why she left it, right?
It doesn't look good.
How goes it?
So far, no luck.
When you try on the slipper, be sure to make eye contact with His Highness. For our family, you shall try the shoe on first.
Don't you mean only? No one has seen Cinderella since you yelled at her 2 nights ago. You got rid of Gabrielle because she likes that guy that might be our new prime minister. Wow, good call there.
What is going on in this world? Everything I thought was holy and true is trash. That which meant nothing to me now appears to mean everything.
Here goes nothing. Me again. Hey.
Gabrielle, I've just decided. If I become prime minister, I'm going to marry you. Wow! The stakes are really piling up!
It doesn't fit.
Of course it doesn't fit! I'm not the girl the prince has fallen in love with. None of us are that girl!
Is that the last eligible lady in the kingdom?
She appears to be, yes.
She can't be. I told you she wouldn't show. Can we end this silly charade already? Everyone truly tried on the slipper?
I haven't tried on the slipper.
Everything has led you to this moment. Now, you have something to believe in. Yourself. All the dreamers in the world are dizzy in the noodle.
By all means, make yourself ridiculous. Try on the shoe.
It's too rich.
You can do it! That's my sister!
Have we met before?
Yes. And we're seeing each other for the first time right now.
The shoe fits!
It is you. You who danced with me, you who showed me my own kingdom, and offered me water that day I was thirsty. Please don't run away again. I don't think I could bear it.
It was you? We both know how horribly I've treated you since your father's death, and I'm not worthy of your famous kindness.
Madame, you have treated me very poorly indeed. And I say to you now the 3 kindest words I know. I forgive you.
Thank you.
Do you think that includes me?
For you, I think that includes many hours of community service.
You're amazing. Could I maybe learn your name now?
Cinderella.
Cinderella, it's beautiful.
It's a name I once hated, but starting today I'll keep. So that from now on, when anyone thinks that something is impossible, they'll just say my name and no better.
Cinderella, I love you so much I don't know what to do.
Oh, is, marriage still on the table?
Yes. Yes, yes, you have to marry me. I mean, will you wait, Cinderella, will you marry me?
Yes, my handsome prince. I will marry you. In the arms of my love,
In the arms of my love,
over mountain and
over meadow and glen, and I like it so well.
and I like it so well.
That for all I can tell,
I like it so well.
and I like it so well that for
are aglow in autumn yellow, and the sky is a robin's egg blue. It makes you wish when you fall asleep, you will dream about the view. Bizarre and improbable and pretty, as a page from the fairy tale book. It makes you wish that the world could be as lovely as it all around you. The same sweet sound you can hear in the earth and down from the sky. What a lucky girl, what a lucky guy, what a girl, what a girl, what a guy.
Someone wants you know who.
Now you're leaving, there's music in you,
Now you can go wherever you want to go. Now you can do whatever you want to do. Now you can be whatever you want to be. You will sing your whole life through.
It's the song you will sing for your whole life. Move on mountain, like the sky. Make a wish come true.
I'm good.
For the world is full of zanies and fools who don't believe in sensible rules and won't believe what sensible people say. And because he's deaf and dewy-eyed jokes keep building up impossible hopes, impossible things are happening every day. One more time for our seniors, Maddie Myers. Give her a rose. Heather Luciano. Take a bow. Stella Austin. Martina Smith. Faith Mahegan. Savannah Marcano. Taryn Evans. Matt Pace. Maddie Sheffrin. And our crew, Paige O'Keefe. Carly Buckaloo. Dan Glorioso. Hannah Davis. Kaylee French. And Morgan LaFlamme.